where the world is heading right now, of course, with AI, the advancement of AI. But what does this mean for the job market in the future? And that's what I want to know for you. What is your opinion about AI redefining jobs? And how do you think that is happening? How is, or how will rather, AI redefine jobs?
Yeah, so that's quite a broad question. But I think something that's more relevant to us, we can look at it from a small business point of view.
Yes.
And, if you go to the bigger corporates, they're using AI, they're going to take a lot longer to implement these policies than the smaller businesses who are more agile.
Yes.
So in terms of redefining jobs, those forward-thinking companies who are using agents to free up the time of their employees, they're going to have employees with a lot less to do during the day, and maybe they're going to repurpose them for different things. So it's not going to be role-based anymore in the company. It's going to be more of a broader, more general scope that you hire for.
Yeah.
And the more AI agents you bring into the company to help your employees or staff or take off some of the workload that they have, the more you can use the same people you trust in your company to do other things like grow.
Yeah.
So that's how to redefine.
I love that you put it in a very diplomatic, modest way so that it doesn't scare people. Don't worry, you're not going to lose your job. There will be a role available for you to do.
Right.
But honestly speaking, which industries do you think are most vulnerable to automation in the next 5 to 10 years? I said this a few times back that things like cashiers, tellers, all those jobs or the kind of roles that, like you said, do the minor tasks, they're more likely to be replaced. Let's be honest about that.
True.
But in the next 5 to 10 years, which industries do you think will be most affected?
Okay, so the answer you got previously was a diplomatic one. Now, 5 years is ages in AI. We are seeing models improving themselves year on year by factors of 10 to 20. So that means it's getting 20 times better than the previous ones. The short answer is no industry is safe. And I would say they're all vulnerable. It just depends on the time span. We've got the easily automated jobs that AI can take on and do with a lot of accuracy quite soon. Like, as you mentioned, the tellers and even all the way up to bookkeepers, accountants, financial managers. So it's quite a big, it's got a big chunk of jobs that can be replaced immediately. And when I say immediately, there's a story that I'll share.
Okay.
So I know some people in Cape Town and they operate agencies.
Right.
And all the jobs that are being posted online, for example, if there's a role and a company is hiring, they will apply for those same jobs, irrespective of what the job is, if it's accounting, if it's finance, if it's medical even. And what they'll say to the company is that, hang on, we can build you this AI agent for a few thousand. Let's test it. If it works for you, then you can just pay us 2,000 Rand a month. And those people are competing with the job market right now. So it's not in 5 years. It's happening right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And what do we need to prepare? I mean, what do we need to do in order to prepare for this? What sort of skills do we need to develop so that we are, I don't want to use the word we are compatible with AI, but so that we are able to remain as valuable individual in the workspace?
Yeah. So there'll be a part in the chain where human judgment is crucial. And I don't think that'll be replaced anytime soon.
Okay.
So the skills, I would say, all the other tools that you see like Copilot and all these other fancy things that are being introduced into companies are just layers above the model.
Right.
If you want to go really to the base level, understand how to prompt an AI model. That is the most crucial thing that is the most important skill that you can have. And prompting is not just how we use it today, like 1 or 2 sentences, we ask it for something and it provides us with a result. The professional prompters, if I could put it that way, they are prompting models with hundreds of lines of documents to get specifically what they want out of it.
Yes.
So learn how to prompt. I don't think you will have any issues if you're a good prompter compared to a bad prompter. And you will basically outshine everyone else.
That is very true because I remember we hosted a career workshop sometime last year. I think it was in September. And the AI expert that we had spoke to us about the importance of being specific with AI. If you want something, you need to get into details,
Absolutely.
because that's when you move from just the generic response to what is for you, custom for you. And you mentioned that very well. Now, for people like me who would agree and disagree to some things, I want to ask you this. Do you agree, or do you disagree rather, that soft skills are becoming more important, and they are becoming soft skills are becoming more important than technical skills? I agree. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. Absolutely. In a team, if you have a traditional team,
Yeah.
it was always known that you'll get a smart person.
Yeah.
And they'll be driving the technical side.
Yes.
In the new way of working with AI teams, everybody's going to be smart. Everyone's a PhD. And your soft skills are going to matter, not just within the task that your team is given. If you are going to be repurposed in the company, it's your soft skills that put you at the top of the list to stay on at the company instead of being let go. So I think I fully agree. I strongly agree with that. Soft skills are most important.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you want to be put on the spot or not?
Okay, let's go.
All right. Now, you are a tech innovator yourself. We see sometimes how biased AI can be in responses. It has been brought up a few times on TikTok, on other platforms, how AI would be biased in its response. Now, do you believe, or do you agree that there is a way that we can correct that biasness, or do you think that that's just how it's going to be?
Oh, that's a deep question.
Right.
So an AI model is only as good as the data it's trained on.
Yeah.
And the best models in the world are coming from a very specific place in America. And there is a growing movement to move away from those models. But the truth is, to replicate that from scratch, those models are extremely difficult. And I don't think anyone is as close to where the leaders in the field are. So they may come with some biases. Depending on how you prompt, you could negate some of those biases, but you're kind of shooting blind over there. So I wouldn't say there's any foolproof way at the moment. Right now, we don't know what's in the models. It's a black box type system. So I guess you'll have to. I guess this is where your human judgment comes through. So
that's a beautiful response there.
as you refining your results through each step, then you can decide and you can tell what's important and what's biased and what's
Do you think human beings still have it? Because we've become so heavily dependent on AI and so reliant on them to a point where we've lost our ability to judge and say, this is true and this is not, that critical thinking kind of skill. We've kind of lost that.
We have. So AI psychosis is a very real thing. We depend a lot on AI and we trust it.
Blindly.
more than we should. So critical thinking will be one of those skills. If you can package that with your soft skills, I think that's a winning combination.
Okay, here is a war question. You have to pick a side.
Okay.
China or USA?
I think China's leaps and bounds ahead. I think the US are only going to compete based on copyrights and laws.
All right, now we can be friends, Nathan. Before we let you go, we want to know, what advice do you have, or what will be your closing statement?
There's a lot of change that's going to be coming through. Work-wise, employment. We have a unemployment situation. It's going to get worse. So it's going to get worse if you're not equipped for what's coming. I guess the only thing I can say is upskill yourself. Be prepared. Get ahead of what's coming. It's very hard to say at the moment because the industry is moving at such a fast speed and things are changing week on week even. I would say if you don't know how to go about that, please contact me because I can help you through it and I can give you whatever advice I can to position you in the best way possible. But please do not ignore this because it's inevitable and it is coming.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for availing yourself for those that are in need of guidance, especially in this massive world of AI. We've been receiving quite a lot of questions, especially from the older generation. They are scared of AI. They're scared of the developments that we're witnessing right now, and they don't know where to begin because it's quite a lot. It can be overwhelming. But if you were to advise somebody who is totally new to AI, they don't know where to begin, what would be the first step? What baby steps should they take to be informed and upskill?
Okay, so WhatsApp, which everybody has an AI agent in there,
Right.
or a prompt,
Yes.
which is accessible to everybody,
Right.
no matter what the age. And I think our elder generation, they're quite familiar with WhatsApp.
Right.
That'll be the first point that they could start off with.
Okay.
They could just put a question in, and it could be any question that they're thinking of. And yeah, I can't think of an easier way to get started.
I had somebody that asked ChatGPT if they can divorce their husband. And they shared with me the response. It was quite hilarious. But you know how scary that became? Because ChatGPT, it's biased in a sense that it will agree with what you want, so it's not going to provide you with the critical, thorough research or kind of, should I say, compassionate response that you're looking for. It's going to say, yeah, sure, ditch that guy, he's horrible. So when it comes to things like this where we involve AI in our daily matters, or in our emotional matters, or in our spiritual matters, for example, what do you have to say about that?
So if we had to get technical, the models are built on a reinforcement type learning algorithm.
Right.
So that essentially means that it's going to reinforce your opinion and it's going to be positive about
100%.
it. Think about it as your best hype man or hype woman, and it's right there with you, encouraging you. And
even the wrong decisions.
Sometimes, which is why prompting is so important. Not just positive prompting, but negative prompting as well, which is a skill that you learn. You want to get objective responses all the time.
100%. Now, Jitan, you said you are available. Are you willing to share your contact details, or just available to those that respond by messages saying they're interested in your contact details, whichever one?
Sure. There is a website that if you want to get in touch, you could just visit. It's called ark.contact. And it points to a few of my socials, which you can message me on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just ark.contact.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Awesome. There you had it. You have it. Oh my goodness. Let me be honest. Today's fast is getting me. All right. So bear with me if I'm speaking gibberish on air right now. But Jitan, thank you so much for being here and for sharing such wisdom with us. There's a few questions that came in. We will attend to those. But I want to tell you, let this not be the last time. Okay.